can bring some perspective.
I guess I'll post a commission that the adventurers get live. Don't want to add to Anthony's troubles. It's been getting quite busy lately. Let's fly!
Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Hey Simo, how are you doing guys? I'm good, thank you very much. Hey Pikmin, hi guys, hi Griffin, thank you very much for joining
I'd have
guys.
lost myself long ago.
I'm still recovering,
I allowed
I'm sorry
myself
for
to be
my
led by the
voice, but
whispers of
yeah,
the
I'm
abyss.
not completely recovered
Surviving
yet.
is tough. Taming the beast within is tough.
But yeah, today like at least like let's discuss some news because we have some news and like 5.8 is kinda going to be released in couple days, as you know guys. Not a great patch if you ask me, but you know, at least something new. We're going to get new map, new characters, and yes, some lore about 5.8. And the most important thing actually, it's a 6.0 beta testing, and we will see new llama, new Aino, and new flints. As you know guys, these three characters will be released and like... Oh yeah, Griffin, I got sick like a little bit, like not a little bit actually. I was barely alive to be honest. Like kinda yeah, wasn't so great to be honest. Yeah.
What should I choose?
Hydrated, oh my god, Sima, if you won't believe, but like 4 days in a row, I was drinking water only. I wasn't eating at all. That was disaster, not gonna lie. Only water, that's it. I couldn't eat. I don't know why, but yeah. Even now, like you kind of like yeah, you just only feeling that thirsty and that's it. Like nothing at all. Maybe it's because of like, you know, like it's summer. Maybe because of that. Skip part of living, I guess true. Sick part of living, yeah, but yeah, you know, like you try, that's true, but yeah, you just try to avoid it as much as possible, you know, but it's not always happen. You just like, yeah, sometimes you just like, yeah. So yeah, guys, about the like future characters, about like the most, as I mentioned, like the most important thing, it's not the 5.8 if you ask me. The most important thing is 6.0, which will be released next. And as you know, like flints, llama and Aino, and actually, you know what, I heard that Aino is going to be crazy as hell. Like extremely useful and extremely powerful, and also we're going to get a free copy of Aino. You know, that's crazy. Oh yeah, like it was kind of like Mirak. It was kind of like cold with like something. I don't know exactly, to be honest, because yeah, maybe it was a cold or something. Any events? I mean, no, we don't have any events. I mean, like it's. We have some info about Durin, by the way. You know what? Like, if you remember, guys, I mean, like, if you remember Mavuika, when Mavuika was about to be released, many players said that, not the players, let's say like that, it was a leakers, and like many like leakers said that Mavuika will somehow change, like a kind of substitute Shinchu, Shanling and Bennett, right? Now the same thing says about Durin. That Durin will be like kind of some like more and bigger Shanling. Me personally, I don't believe in that, but we'll see. Looks like Durin will be like an extremely useful character. The point is, he's not going to be a lunar character, just keep that in mind. Because like lunar is going to be a new type of reaction. By the way, Aino is a lunar character, so yeah, she definitely will get some lunar related. And you know what, Licker says that she is going to be like mini Columbina. I don't believe in that, but if it says so, it means she's going to be Hydro character, you know? As you know guys, Columbina is going to be Hydro, and if people say that Aino is a mini Columbina, then she's going to be Hydro, but Claymore, as I know. Chasca is worse to pull. Chasca, hey Nico, how are you doing? About Chasca, you know, like let's say like that, Chasca is not a bad character. I mostly use Chasca for exploration. For exploration, she is worth it, definitely. She's just crazy for exploration. For overworld, she's just insane. If you want to deal with bosses pretty quickly, it's crazy. Even in Spile Abyss, against single bosses, she might be useful, yes. But when it comes to multiple targets, she is not. Just keep that in mind. Multiple, you know what's the problem with Chasca, Nico? When she when you mark the enemies, right? The more enemies, the damage is distributed between the enemies. That's a problem with Chasca. That's the only problem she has. But in general, I like Chasca a lot. She's crazy, easy to build. She doesn't need some like crazy weapon, you know. I mean, you can use free-to-play weapons, you can use VV set, you can use Obsidian Codex. She's easy to build, not so difficult. She doesn't need, by the way, damage goblet. She needs attack goblet. Like, yeah, damage goblet, only pyro might be useful, but it depends on your teammates. But if you use random teammates, right, then it doesn't matter at all. I don't have antibiotics and he is doing better. Actually no, Simo, I would try to not going to like any other like but somehow, but not completely, you know. But still, we're not worried. Thank you very much, Simo. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Simo. I really appreciate that. About the game, yeah, like, you know why? I mean, like, this game like become a little bit, I mean, like, I agree with you, kinda, because the same thing, they need to add something to the game, because they only added that Stygian, and Stygian is not so, like, let's say, for me, Stygian is okay, I'm okay with Stygian Onslaught, I mean, that new type of Spile Abyss, but yes, when you compare with Wuthering Waves, for example, Wuthering Waves provides more different, like, endgame content, it's more, even though, in general, I like Genshin more, WoW provides more different events, you know? It's more fun to play, not gonna lie. I heard Dorian is a 9-star Bennett. About that, I don't know. The only thing I know, and you like keep that in mind, Dorian is going to be released in 6.1. It means as soon as we within 6.0 we will get some gameplay and testing, etc., something like that. So yes, no need to like go for Flints immediately. Even though, as you know guys, Japanese voice actor for Flints is Gojo Satoru. You know that, like, yeah, from that anime, and that's crazy actually, not gonna lie. I like that anime a lot, you know, and you know Gojo Satoru, definitely. So yeah, like, Flint looks like crazy, badass, not gonna lie. I like his like outfit. He is Electro, by the way, as well, and he's going to be a 5-star. The only point is, like, according to the leakers, like, he is not going to be like extremely powerful, you know. It's like not. He's going to be like B in tier list, you know. among all of the not cry characters, so we'll see. So yeah, like wait for that Durin, like wait how, like, you know why, it always depends like how much how many primogems you have. So yeah, if you're comfortable and can go for fleets and then go for Durin, then yes, go for it. But unfortunately, yeah, sometimes it's just like it's impossible. Hey Zoro, how are you doing? I'm definitely full for Durin. Me too. And only because I like his design and oh, by the way, about the design and lore, you know what? They changed his design a little bit. If you remember that, like his first appearance in like as a human being, he was completely different, you know? Now he has like some outfit. Back then he was without any outfit, with wings, and that's it. But when they showed his original outfit, he was without any wings whatsoever. Well, it seems like Genshin will massively improve the game and add insane quality of life. I'll play from home. What about that? Yes, they will, Zoro. You know what? They're going to add the stuff which is called, just a second, let me tell you, user-generated content. But you know what, guys? This content will be added within a year. Let's say like that. If I'm not mistaken, they will start to do something from 6.0. And they already mentioned that, so from like 6.0 they will add more and more content. I hope so. Because you know why? Last 2 or 3 patches were so bad, not gonna lie, you know, like I don't want to say the characters are terrible, no, characters are okay, you know, but the game, you know, only Stygian Onslaught and that's it. And again the same old events, nothing new. Yeah, like kinda boring. Gojo flying Kakashi? What? I have leaked your stream, okay? What? I mean, okay, no problem. Oh, for real, 15 days? You guys crazy, for real. You don't play the game whatsoever. That's crazy, actually. Actually, no, I play the game, not gonna lie. I do dailies, etc. Because you know why? Don't get me wrong, but every day you miss, it's 60 primogems, right? And 10 days, it's 600 primogems. It's actually like, you know, it's not a small amount of primogems. At least do dailies. No need to spend your essence whatsoever. You can just like skip it, you know. But dailies, it's not so. By the way, you know what you can do? As you know, guys, you can just like, yeah, now it's impossible. But you just can't use that points. It's a new type of like, yeah, and just like you can do dailies like kinda within a minute or two. What, you know, right? That's all characters getting enhancement and design. Oh yeah, like I heard about that, Zoro, but it's only not enhancement. It's no. Getting enhancement, no. Like as I heard, some of the characters, and it's going to be, they're going to get model optimization. It's going to be Albedo, Ayaka, and Ito. Only 3 characters at the moment. About like enhancement, I don't think so. You know why? Let's say like that, not cry. Well, maybe in the future they will do something, but I don't believe they will do something like that within 6.0 and 7.0. You know why? Because as you know, guys, like recently they showed us that teaser, and that teaser like only revealed 12 characters, something like that, right? Or 9 characters, I don't remember exactly. The point is, it's only the half of the patch. You know, it's not a full patch, so we will get more characters, you know, and because it's until 6.5, we definitely will get more. And by the way, you know what I think? I think that that lunar stuff is going to be shared not only between within like 6.0 and also within 7.0. You know why? Because I don't think they will just force us to go for characters like every patch. It's a bad idea, in my opinion. It's super greedy, but we'll see. Yeah, right, like the game was boring and no events at all. Like, yeah, totally unplayable for me. That's true. Actually, like, if you ask me, I like to do Stygian Onslaught, but if you want to get like new events, WoW is more playable now. WoW is way more playable. Yes, I mean like the same events, but at least, you know, like not all of the same are the same, you know. It's summer, maybe because of that it's not so like, yeah, you know, not so huge amount of content, to be honest. But yeah, Genshin, like Hoyo, like actually like do so bad because, you know, like we have Zenless Zero with actually the more content, because Zenless Zero provides actually more content than Genshin. I play only WoW every day, like quitted ZZZ, HSR and Genshin 2 will be back in Genshin if you listen us. Oh yeah, it's up to you. I play Genshin anyway. Traveler 2. What do you mean, but Ito, what model? Yes, like Griffin, like they will change, they will do some model modification
I'm a little out of
for
practice these days.
Albedo, Ayaka,
Any
and
conflicts
Ito.
around?
And actually it's cool, you know
I'm in the
why?
mood for some peacemaking.
It's definitely not going to be like outfit changing, etc., something like that. Most likely it's like, yeah, how the characters look, you know? And actually it's cool. I hope they will do something with Ito, you know, like I remember that many players wasn't so satisfied with that Ito back then, you know? I hope I didn't miss anything. About, yeah, Gojo Satoru, yes, Gojo Satoru is like a flying no, it's not flying Kakashi, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not like that. It's like a anime, anime name is I forgot it. But yeah, he like is a voice actor of Flint's. But you know what, like according to the like data, Flint's and Warka is extremely popular in Japan. That's crazy actually. I don't know why. Maybe because of voice acting. Because like, yeah, they actually like kind of crazy about voice. I usually don't like play in Japanese. But again, I will definitely check that because Gojo Satoru, I like that anime a lot. For real, Ito arms aren't like lore accurate. That's true. That's mostly because of that, Griffin. Actually, yes. It's because of his arms, actually. You know why? Let's say like that. If you compare even like this model, even Al-Haytham looks better than Ito, you know?
When you lose your way,
Projects.
gaining some
I
altitude
change
can
you
bring some
to do
perspective.
this abyss with Mavuika melt, but replace Mavuika with Pyro Traveler and give all Mavuika artifacts to Traveler. Give me Splitter Sword or oh my Griffin, like Zoro. Don't get me wrong, you know, like like today is going to be like a little bit short stream because yeah, I'm still recovering. And since they didn't add that, they didn't fix that trash stuff, you know, which is like this one, like switching artifacts is kind of like, yeah, like for me, like I just God anime isn't even great. It's just okay, like okay, like Zoro, it's even great. It's a bad anime. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that. Oh my god. Maybe male Aura is coming back with Varka and Flint's. Or like what? Male Aura? Oh, by the way, about the male Aura, yes, maybe. I mean, I don't know about that, but yeah, look, you know why? Because just imagine, within Natlan, they only released one 5-star male character, which was Kinich. That's it. And like couple 4-star. Within a 6.0 we already have 3. It's Flint, it's Varka and Durin already. So yeah, we'll see. And yes, Ito, like remodeling Ito, actually yes, change his model would be nice, not gonna lie, because to be honest guys, like, oh yeah, we can check it actually, just a second. We can, I don't have Ito, but we can check it, just a second. Yeah, for real, like, don't get me wrong, but yeah, like that is so true. Like, even Al-Haytham looks better, you know? Even Al-Haytham looks, yeah, because of these arms, like, he looks like, kinda like, yeah, not so, I don't know how to say that, but yeah, they definitely will need to do something. Because, like, yeah, when you compare with Al-Haytham looks better, you know? I don't know. Okay, like Zoro, okay, I got it, thank you, like Vortex, I mean, like, the story isn't great, okay, like, it's, if you don't like story, it doesn't mean it's bad or something, I just, like, you know, I usually don't care about story so much, you know why? Because, let's say like that, I just watch anime, I just like, story is kinda like a, I don't know, like, yeah, maybe. You know, like, so many viewers like the anime and you tell that anime is not good. I don't know, it's kind of like, sounds a little bit weird, Zoro. Okay, I have something to do, like, I hope I can get some stuff, you know. Maybe, like, I still have some time, maybe, if I can get today something, you know, some upgrade for my, yeah, it's 10 hours left for my skirk. Because, oh yeah, by the way, about my skirk. Ito, like, main voice got her what? Bro, the best anime is... What is that? What is that anime? Just a second. What? Just a second. I never watched that anime, by the way. I will check it. Is the best anime ever made. Don't search. Oh, for real? Like, that was a joke? Okay, okay, my bad. Alright, so yeah. But I did already. I already did, actually. I'm not so, like, you know, like, I'm not in anime so much, to be honest, but yeah. Because, you know, maybe because of I don't like to read manga type books, you know, I just don't like it. Maybe because of that. But yeah, let me try. Maybe I can get some like upgrade. By the way, I will show you my if you remember, like, recently, by the way, let me show you my stuff. Recently I showed, like, I did a video about like this artifacts which I get, right? Which is like 22 attack, like 14 crit damage, 7 crit rate, and like energy recharge, which is actually completely useless for skirk. With this set, with this feather, I got my best skirk, most powerful skirk build. So yeah, even though she hasn't have like so much crit rate and crit damage, since she has a like pretty decent amount of attack, she is pretty powerful. You know why? Since you play with Furina gives you a ton of damage. It's up to 75%. You use TDDS, which is attack. You use like a Scofier within her team, which is res shredding. Because of that, attack is extremely valuable for skirk. and sometimes like sacrifice crit rate and crit damage might increase your damage, you know, just keep that in mind, guys. So I have actually like pretty good artifacts. Just a second, I have like, yeah, because of that, like I have this one, which is actually like, if you compare with this one, it says, you can say that yeah, this one is actually not bad, right? 20 and 3.5, or like I have something like this, I have something like this. Even this looks like even better, right? Or 7, like 8.9, 21 point, but yeah, no. This one gives me more damage than this one. Oh yeah, I can compare like this. Well, if you want to start anime, why not start the big three? Oh my. Big three? Oh yeah. So yeah, like this artifact, even though it's like looks better because of like, yeah, you see like it has more crit damage, it has slightly more crit rate, and looks, it's like in general for any other character this would be better, but not for Skirk. For Skirk this one is better. Even though it's low in crit rate and crit damage, because of attack my damage is better. And by the way, you know what, it's not but 1k by 1k or 2k, no, it's about 5 to 10k is better than this one. That's crazy actually. When I did the test I was shocked how better attack is for Skirk, like yeah, if you get something like that. Because with that artifact, let's say, you see my attack like goes down like by a lot. Even though I get slightly more crit rate, crit damage, and the attack is decreased by a lot, you know? So yeah, that's why I use this one. But just keep that in mind, it's not because of Skirk, it's because of like Fury, it's because of team. If you use different team, if you, for example, if you use the team without Furina, I would say maybe use like this one. But if you have Furina, if you have a Scofier and you use TDDS, or like, even if you don't use TDDS actually, if you use some like, yeah, because like TDS gives you like attack anyway, you know? But yeah, just keep that in mind, like if you see that your Skirk does less damage than you expect, try to give her a little bit more attack, especially when you use Furina and Escoffier. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? He will quit right away after like seeing the amount of episodes it has. Oh yeah, maybe. Cap, like, by the way, Vortex, did you put 75 EXP cap for a reason? EXP, what is that? Like, I don't know. I didn't get that. 75 EXP cap for a reason. 75 EXP. I watched like all three, but Bleach till like, oh no, about the Bleach, no, like about the Bleach Brave Souls, by the way, you know what? When it comes to Bleach Brave Souls, if I'm not mistaken, Bleach Brave Souls was my first anime, and it was super boring. Only I was like, if I'm not mistaken, it was about like 50 or like 70 series I watched. That's it. It's super boring. I personally don't like Bleach Brave Souls, even though like according to the like watchers, it's one of the best anime, like one of the best anime because of like the story and like characters, etc., something like that. So yeah, remaining fully watched, and like wasn't able to keep up like after 30 for real. Like yeah, Griffin, what about the 75 EXP cap for a reason? Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, so yeah, let's do like couple runs. Maybe we can get some upgrade for my Skirk, because I still need some upgrade. Would be nice to get some good flower, you know, like I want to get more attack, but again, it's difficult. I still have 10 hours because like, you know, like I only couple seconds like away from that automaton in Stygian diary mode. Like only couple seconds with my setup. Unfortunately, damage is not enough. Just slightly low damage, you know. Alright, so yeah, let's just
Anyone need a coach?
if you want to begin watching anime, believe me, like Demon, I watched that Demon Slayer is the best choice. No, I didn't like Demon actually Slayer. You know why? I mean, like, yeah, no, it's that anime is not bad. Not gonna lie. I recently watched Solo Leveling. Recently, I personally didn't like it completely. Demon Slayer is better in this case. You know why Solo Leveling I didn't like, even though like some of the episodes are crazy as hell, the anime is kind of like, you know, like it's so easy for the like you know, like for the main hero, like yeah, he just do whatever he wants. It's kind of like, yeah, it's not always like that. But yeah, Demon Slayer is good. Hey dreamers, how are you doing? Who watch your most? Can you see crown around our name? Oh yeah, I can. Oh, you mean like this one? No, I didn't that. Yeah, I see the crown like around your names, guys, so yeah. But I didn't like do anything. Like, you mean like some like limitation? No, it's not me. It definitely, because I never touched that. So yeah, maybe it's like by YouTube, but not like by me. Ah, that's what you talk, like EXP 75. I will check that. Why like 75 EXP? Okay, I will check that. Just a second. Let me just copy that. Now I got it, so yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, YouTube like adds that crowns like recently.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful
Almost half
it
of
is.
5.8. Yes, I'm pulling for Chasca, but unfortunately my Shinchu will stay at Constellation 2 because I don't want to screw up my chances for getting him Constellation. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, as you know guys, so yeah, we're going to get like, we have some news about like future banners, and Shinchu is going to be within, it's going to be Seto's, right? It's going to be Shinchu, and it's going to be official if I'm not mistaken. So no need to, because of like because of Inefa. Inefa, by the way, is going to be not so bad, but again, like she's a Notcry and will be released like within 5.8. She's powerful though, but we'll see. You know what? The best what you can do is just wait a little bit, because you know why? Let's people test her completely, then decide. By the way, if you remember guys, I told you that I will go for a weapon. I'm not going for a weapon. I will wait for Inefa's test play and then decide, because instead of going for a weapon, I will rather to go for characters, and like in this case Inefa might be better than that weapon, even though weapon is crazy as hell, because you know, like using TDDS on citlali, it's a nightmare. It's literally a nightmare because it's not consistent. You cannot get the damage when you want. When you do not properly switch, you lose the buff, you know, and that's a problem, because you lose actually pretty decent amount of buff. And also like Citlali's weapon is actually decent, you know, 28% damage bonus, which is actually cool, you know. But again, it's better to go for the characters. So we'll see. I saw a stream where people like had for real. Oh, I didn't for real. I didn't know that, like Griffin, but like I didn't do any limitation about that, definitely. I will check that. I will check why like it gives like limitation. Maybe because of viewers, you know, maybe because of that. It's kind of like, yeah. I will wait until 6.0. What's pulling Effa, please? Because no one's pulling her. For real? Oh, about that, you know what? Zoro, you tell like you know what? Like many players says that we're not going to go for an Effa, but you know like what? After the week, you will see that everyone gets that in Effa, you know? It's always like that. It's always like that. Yes, maybe players like will wait, but you know what? Enough is not so terrible, actually. I saw early access, and even if without signature, she can do pretty decent amount of damage. By the way, the test was made with Gilded Gems, which is actually another great set for her, you know? That Gilded Gems is actually like a kind of like okay set, but it increased elemental mastery, and also according to your teammates gives you some EM or attack. That's it, you know. It doesn't buff lunar charge whatsoever. It doesn't buff damage whatsoever. So yeah, by the way, after getting her signature set, she can do better damage. Unfortunately, her weapon is crazy as hell, because weapon increases the lunar damage by 40%. It's just insanely, and also gives you 66% like crit damage. That weapon is crazy. I will wait until rerun. By the way, any leaks on new artifacts? Oh, like yeah, we have some info about new artifacts actually. New artifacts will be released in 6.0. It's 2 sets. One of them gives you like 56 crit rate and 60 elemental mastery, and also like if it's lunar related, additional 30 if I'm not mistaken, something like that. And second one, I don't remember exactly, to be honest, so yeah. But definitely in 6.0, and yeah, we will get more info within 5.8, you know why? Because if beta is opened, so yeah, definitely like, yeah, I hope about like some gameplay for Fleens and Lauma, not gonna lie. I heard like Lucas want to go for Lauma. Lauma looks crazy, by the way. Lauma is going to be Dendro and Lunar Bloom character, you know. And she can buff Hyper Bloom, Burgeon, and Bloom Reaction, which is mostly Nilo, as you know, guys. But we'll see. And she's going to be a Catalyst. Durin, by the way, is going to be a sword character, which is cool. Not gonna lie, because we have so many different swords, you know, and free-to-play swords. So yeah, we will be fine, I would say, you know, when it comes to Durin. And by the way, don't forget that Durin is not going to be a lunar character. He is going to be like ordinary character. I can wait 2 more days for 6.0 beta. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, like me too, not gonna lie. You know why, guys? Because yeah, according to the like 6.0, like starting from 6.0, they will add more and more content. But you know like what? Even though they say that, we already got like a 6.0 version event calendar, and it looks like it's the same, you know, the same art, the same events, the same thing. It's like even the map is not going to be so crazy, you know why? It's going to be small if I'm not mistaken, you know, I mean 5.8 map. And by the way, don't forget to finish like, oh yeah, it depends on you. It depends, like, yeah, if you want to do that, or you keep the map like at low level, you know why? Like for like a future, it's like a source of primogems. So yeah, if you do that, then yes, no need to finish it. Actually, it makes no sense to finish it completely. I agree with you, because you know why? In the future, if you need some like primogems, you just start to clearing that map, and you can get more primogems. Sorry, I turn off microphone like because like I coughing, like it's still like, yeah, my My throat is actually like in pain a little bit. What? But my ult Varesa is bench Zoro because I never touched that account. No, like let's say like that. Inefa and Varesa is completely different characters. And you know, like even though I saw that like they use Inefa and Varesa on the same team, it's not a great idea. You know why? Because Inefa, she cannot be played in electrocharge. Inefa, Varesa, my bad. Varesa cannot be played in electrocharge. You know, Varesa is mostly in like yes, overloaded, which is actually the best. By the way, Flints might be useful. Looks like Flints is going to be overloaded. In this case, yes, Varesa might get. So that's why I would suggest you to wait a little bit. Inefa might be good for New Wallet. For New Wallet definitely, because yes, like it's kind of like a huge amount of buff. By the way, again, New Wallet, you know, Inefa can be played with Mizuki, with Ifa. With Ifa, because you know why? Ifa can actually buff electrocharge, as you know. With Constellation 6 it's up to 200%, something like that. Unfortunately, Mizuki cannot buff electrocharge, but Mizuki can swirl, you know, which is actually cool, you know. So yeah. Wodox, please don't speak much. I've only heard, yeah, that's true, but yeah, I have no choice, like Zora. Unfortunately, I have no choice. It's called sore throat, even like drinking water hurt. Like yeah, that what happened to me, by the way. You know what? That was so painful. It was actually so painful, extremely painful. I bench mavuika, greatest Genshin player of all time. For real? You crazy, Griffin. Mavuika benched. I mean, you know, like what? Mavuika, by the way. As you know, guys, Aino is going to be released, and she is going to be Hydro, and like people said that she is going to be like mini Columbina. Yes, it's still like questionable. Maybe it's like not true at all. But yes, maybe we'll see. We'll see. Even they used Nefer with Arlecchino. With the salt. No, it's actually like, yeah, it's okay. I will try. I'll take some like honey. Honey is away. Honey is away. And hot water is always like near me. Actually, I don't like to drink like cold water. I don't drink cold at all, actually. Never. I just don't like it. I usually, if I drink something, I drink it like hot. Yeah, if you ask like what about Coke or something, I don't drink Coca-Cola or something like that at all. I don't like cola. So yeah. But yeah, honey is actually away. Dreamers because Arlecchino what? Arlecchino, even they used like, no, like using Inefa with Arlecchino is bad idea. But the point is, you know what?
What
I mean, you
true.
can use,
you have to see the world for yourself,
and you know
to
why?
How beautiful
Let's say
it
like
is.
that. Why you can use Inefa anyway with in overloaded like reaction. If you don't do any electrocharge, then lunar is not happening, so you can use Inefa just like ordinary electro character. That's it. That's why you can use that. The problem is it's a waste. You know why? Because Fischl in this case way better. Using Inefa is bad. Inefa's like application is like slow. By the way, lunar, as you know, guys, lunar charge is also slow. Electro charge happens every second. Lunar charge happens every 2 seconds. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, like even though all of the characters like involved on your team involved into the damage, it's still every 2 seconds. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Like it's like they try to make like new type of reaction which is slightly powerful but not over creep. not power creep, like over power creep that, you know, like just kind of like, yeah, like slightly better, you know, and only artifacts and weapons can like buff the reaction, which is actually greedy. You know why? Because you need to farm good artifacts and you need to wish for weapon. I built my official Modex ratio is 50, okay. Yes, it's good. It's good, dreamers. Source rot always happens to me for like at least 3 months each year. For real? Really? For real? Every year? That's crazy actually. Oh, okay, that's why you know, like the honey is actually like it's the best, like yeah, when you have something like that. That's true. And like, and by the way, you know what, I also like to drink like honey with hot water. It's actually so cool. It's extremely helpful. Or drink hot cock. And you will become okay, Grim, I will do that. I'll do. Just imagine like drinking like some hot cock. That would be, oh my god. Okay, let me just finish this one first.
This thing's gonna quick as a flash. By royal decree.
Here you are.
Yeah, hot cock is actually like, yeah, would be nice. By the way, you know what? I did that once. When it's hot, it's actually, yeah, it's completely different taste. Completely different. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I will keep that, but that's elemental mastery. I need flour. Especially in the like months of like August, September and October, when like in my country rainy winter. So yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. So yeah. Then I checked Akasha and some. Oh, my level 90. Full set. And she's top 95%. Like, you mean Mavuika or who? Do I check Akasha and somehow my level 90? All 20 level artifacts, full set, and she is top like you. Mostly you mean like
another
Mavuika,
universe,
right?
and founded paradise for I, Fischl, and the princess.
Oh yeah, by the way, about Mavuika, let me. I usually don't check Akasha so much, to be honest, but yeah, let me check that. Just curious, because yeah, my Mavuika, my Ayaka is top 1%. I didn't expect that, but yeah, my Mavuika top 1. My Escoffier top 2, Newlet top 2.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name
Where's my
in
skirk?
humble supplication.
Oh my god, you see, like my skirk is top 14. That's actually she's. But yeah, you know why is that? Because if I'm not mistaken, attack doesn't count. If I switch it to crit rate, crit damage, she might be slightly like higher, you know. Even though, as I mentioned, guys, you know, like usually Akasha only like counts like, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, it's not about damage, it's about crit rate, crit damage value. So yeah, that's a problem with Akasha if you ask me, because even if you top like 1, it doesn't mean that's your best build, you know. So yeah, because of that I will keep my skirk like at level like, yeah, it's better to be like 14 within 14%, but yeah, do better damage. Why did they check Akasha and like somehow oh, about talking about Yelan. Oh, okay, Yelan. By the way, don't forget about like free Claymore in a 5.8 and like, yeah, Bennett's outfit. Bennett's outfit actually looks cool, not gonna lie. I definitely will change that. It's going to be within my main event, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what, actually we can do some damage test, you know? Oh, actually that's interesting. Maybe I'm not so completely right about that team, and like let's do, yeah, you know what? let's do the test. So yeah, let's go like this team. Let's do couple tests. Like Furina, Escoffier. It's the same team I use in Stygian Onslaught, by the way. I will do the same team, but I want to try... Just a second. Where is Charlotte?
Utensils at the ready.
So yeah, let's first try like this build, which is my, as I know at the moment, like my best build, right? That claymore is good, Vortex, like always. EM. Yes, yes, Dreamers, it's good. Like it's not it's not because of EM actually. It's because it's not because of actually, like, let's say like that. In general, for your characters, maybe not so good, but for lunar characters, it's okay. Because, like, when you do some lunar related damage or reaction, then the stats increased. Elemental Mastery increased, and you will get some more attack buff, something like that. So yeah, like, it's because of that only. So yeah, then I will switch my artifact. I mean, like that attack stuff, you know? Okay, damage with 8 seconds of spirit. Like, would be nice, like, to do some, like, you know, like, let's go for max HP. Oh, max HP is also will increase my damage, right? It's because of Furina. But it's better to do, like, something like that. You know, like, it's not going to do anything with, yeah, let's go max HP. Would be nice. I actually usually like once a month, something like that, I do feedback to Hoyo and I ask them to add like blank card, you know, without any buff. You know why? Because, like, yeah, it's actually frustrating. I just want to test my own character without any buff, but sometimes it's just impossible. Okay, so
That line named Echoing Song!
A dash of frosting! The pinnacle of excellence!
Hold that pose! Shoot! Bomb!
Another star goes out!
So yeah, let's say it's about like this, right? Just a second. It's burst, but again, since this set increased burst by 60% of, or normal attack by 60%, you can say that, yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's not, even though it's not the same. Yeah, let's switch to this one. Now she has slightly more crit damage, crit rate, but low attack. About Stygian Onslaught, yeah, Stygian Onslaught will be rested, like, let's say like that, Stygian Onslaught will be end tomorrow. So yeah, it will be resetted like today for me and for, yeah. But new Stygian Onslaught, yeah, we will get new Stygian Onslaught like a week after the new patch or something like that. Like this Stygian Onslaught, unfortunately, will, like, yeah, remain only 10 hours. Unfortunately, yes. Like, since, like, yeah, I got that cold, like, I couldn't do anything. Like, I tried a couple times, but yeah, I was kind of like out of the pace. Okay, so yeah, let's try this one. Today's stream will be a little bit short, guys, don't get me wrong, because yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's go the same team.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come out!
Off to the freezer! A burst of flavor!
Smile!
Breaking news! Fearless! Paradigm shift!
You see, like, how, like, difference in damage. It's completely different. You see like the damage, like I don't know if Zoro is is Zoro is here or not, but yeah, like Zoro, if you notice that it's completely different. Like just imagine, even though I get like more crit rate, crit damage because of attack, my damage went down by a lot. That is crazy actually. But yeah, you know what, let's do it again. So yeah, let's just do it again, you know what? So yeah, this one is with like a crit rate, crit damage. Yeah, let's go HP.
Time to shine! A little moose boosh! Goose on the loose! Say cheese! Truth! Merciless! Never start those out!
No, it's okay, but not so much. Like, it's okay. Like, maybe like was about like, let me try it again. Maybe it wasn't crit. That's possible. Oh, yeah. But again, it's lower than like, yeah, previous one. Oh my god.
Strike a pose! Let lightning echoes! Off to the breather! The pinnacle of excellence! Smile! Hard-hitting exclusive! Annihilate!
Yeah. You need to hold that skill, you know why? Because by holding that, you absorb void drifts, and that's increase her burst damage.
Let the world come alive! A burst of flavor! True bomb! Into the board!
No, it's like it's slower, but not so much. But it's still lower, you know. It's still lower because, like this said, even though it's not looking so broken, you know. Like if you compare, like for any other characters, like you can say that this one is way better, right? But not for Skirk. For Skirk is better. This one is better. It's because of that team. I gave her 2.6 attack. Oh yeah, if you can like if you will manage to get like 2.6 attack, that's crazy actually. But you know like what? By giving so much attack, oh yeah, like Dreamers. Oh my god. You always like don't like when you say something, Dreamers. I would be nice. Don't get me wrong, but if you say something, just tell me like Vortex. I switch my cryo goblet with attack goblet to increase the attack, please. Like it's impossible to increase attack like 2.6 without doing that. Would be nice, like because like you always just keep something and don't tell it, which is actually not fair, you know. Because without like changing like cryo like goblet with attack, you cannot get 2.6 attack. It's impossible. Unless you have like, let's say Constellation 6 or like weapon, etc. Something like that. Okay, so yeah. Hey Shinora, how are you doing? Like yeah, I know like Dreamers, like after saying that you just like okay, thumbs up. Hey Shinora, how are you doing? Alright, so yeah, let's do it again.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine! Adaptive frosting! The pinnacle of excellence! Hold that pose! Breaking you! And never start those out!
Yeah, let's do it again. I will check that EXP though, at least. Like, yeah, that is true. I don't know why, like, it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like limiting by 75 EXP. That's it. Why is that? You will need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them, like send live chat messages. But yeah, the point is like you cannot get more than 75 XP. That's true. Why is that? Yeah, you see that the max is possible is like 75. Huh. I'm trying to get good signature set for skirk right now. I'm kind of bad when I'm like, my characters only got like with Furina, and well, we only have one Furina, so all my team's kind of bad if I don't have her. I mean, no, it's not. Let's say like that. It's no, it's not like that. For skirk, you need. The problem is for we have some characters like Nuvalet. Nuvalet needs Furina. That is true. Skirk definitely needs Furina. You can go without Furina, you can go Escoffier. And by the way, you know what? According to some calculation, like Escoffier is slightly better than Furina, you know? According to some calculation, just keep that in mind. The problem is like we have some different teams as well. Like Bennett can be used, for example. You can use Citlali if you have her. You can use iansan. So yeah, we have some teams. Like yeah, maybe it's only your teams, but yeah.
Hard-hitting exclusive! Into the force!
It's kind of questionable actually now. And sometimes maybe I need to wait a little bit. You know why? Because absorbing like takes some time. Maybe I will try today with that. Maybe that attack is really not so, but no, it's not like.
Time to shine! A little remove boosh! The pinnacle! Breaking new! Fearless! Paradigm shift!
Sometimes she's doing like. About that genre, so yeah, like about the teams, like if you ask me, like yeah, some teams, like for example Nuvalet needs Furina, that is true. Because Nuvalet without Furina, yeah, now we have a Escoffier. But, you know, when it comes to like Furina is actually cool. The point is like skirk definitely needs Furina. But again, you can go Escoffier if you have, you know. I mean, it still depends, but yeah, like we have the characters like iansan, we have the characters like mavuika, you know, like let's say for mavuika, Furina is not a great option, for Arlecchino is not a great option, you know, let's say like that. Mostly for vaping, Furina is not a great option. But for skirk signature set, yeah, at least the minimum. You know what? It's not so difficult to farm for, like, let's say like that. Yeah, it's annoying. You know what? Yeah, the problem is you need to farm that set, which is actually, you know, let's say yes. If you don't have Varesa, then like yeah, this set is actually completely useless for you. Unfortunately, I mean you only need one set. For imaginary city. 79 crit rate. It's nice, but yeah, maybe it's nice. I mean, like, you know what's the point is? The point is like when you play skirk and you play second cryo, you can get additional 50% crit rate from resonance. You know, so because of that, it's kind of you should be alright with like that. You can also use Rosa, by the way, because Rosa can give you some additional crit rate. Imaginary obsidian. 65 is okay. Because again, like it depends. If you use like second cry on your team, you will get 15 additional, like yeah, you will be alright. You can add like Rosa as another like cryo character to get additional 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Strike a pop, onto the breather. At first, the flavor. Say cheese. Shoot. Bomb. Fearless. Into the void.
This one is like yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like this domain is actually buff my damage. But yeah, like you know, like let's say in general, it's better to not rely on that 15. So yeah. Oh my god, it's terrible. It's better to not rely on that 15% like resonance because it's kind of like not so consistent, unfortunately. Okay, let's just. Oh. Oh no, I did. Let me do a couple tests, just like yeah, just like.
Showering you with praise. The lining, echoing. The pinnacle of excellence. Breaking you. Merciless. Another star goes out.
No, at max, like attack is better. Attack gives you more, slightly, but more. Because yeah, I tried that in Stygian Onslaught, and my damage with attack was 190. My damage with like without attack was about 182, something like that.
Let the world come alive! At first, the flavor. Hold that pose. Hard-hitting exclusive. Merciless. Into the void.
And sometimes it doesn't crit just like that. You know? Sometimes it just doesn't crit. I really wonder, like, should I pull for crit or save for new character? What? Should I pull for Sit? Or save for new character? You mean citlali? Oh, you know what? If you ask me, if you have mavuika, I would say go for citlali. Because you know why? Because citlali is actually not only for mavuika. Citlali can be used with hydro characters as well, because she can resurrect hydro, you know, and for future character it might be useful. Citlali is actually extremely powerful. Believe me or not, citlali is just crazy character. She is easy to use, extremely easy to build. She can use literally any set. She can use instructor set, she can use like TOM, by the way, also. She can use like her signature set, which is Cinder City, as you know. So yeah, she is extremely flexible character. Also, when it comes to shield, like she doesn't need so much elemental mastery. Her shield is actually pretty tanky, even with a low amount of elemental mastery, you know? Pretty easy, like, yeah, like, again, it's up to you. If you like the character, if you have mavuika again, then yes, go for her. If you don't have, then wait for future characters. So yeah. Because if you ask me, you know, like I know that, like I know a couple, like my friend list, like yeah, like some of my friends like still wait for Constellation 2 citlali. But again, it's constellations, you know, it's constellations. It's not like a character, you know. It's kind of like different. But they wait for citlali. About the future characters, what I would suggest you to do, like as you know guys, so yeah, Inefa and citlali on the first phase, so you can actually wait. We have like 3 weeks. you can wait like for like enough performance, right? And also alongside that, don't forget about 6.0 leaks, because we definitely will get some Flint's gameplay, some Lauma's gameplay. If you, let's say, satisfied with the gameplays and like damage, etc., something like that, then wait for future characters. If you don't Shinora, then go for Citlali. You know, Citlali is like, yeah, she's still like she will be relevant anyway, because she's support character, you know, she's a great supportive character. Hoyo would just add Klee, Mom, and Colombina. No, it's like, yes, Shinora, that is true. But you know what? Colombina will be added to the game in 6.2. We are 5.8, 6.0, 6.1, and like 3 patches away. You know, just keep that in mind. 3 patches away, it's like 120 days. It's actually like, it's a 4 months, you know? Just keep that in mind. So yeah. And Alice, by the way, Alice will be added, if I'm not mistaken, in 6.5, something like that. So yeah, it's even, by the way, about Colombina, Colombina might be added in 6.3, 6.2 or 6.3. That's, keep that in mind. We still don't know exactly. When it comes to Alice, Alice will be added in a 6.5 or 6, something like that, you know? So yeah, it's a long way to go. Just like, yeah, it's not like they will add them immediately, like the same patch, you know? No, it's not possible. Hoya knows what to do when it comes to, like, yeah, drip marketing and, like, yeah, how to sell the product, you know?
Share my knowledge.
Controlled breathing.
Let's reveal.
A process of elimination.
Would you prefer Varka or Tex? About Varka, I don't know exactly. You know why? Me personally, I didn't like the, oh my god, 5. Oh, I don't need that. About Varka, attack? No, of course it's not attack. About Varka, I don't know. You know why? Like, Varka is going to be not a lunar character at first place. Which means, like, yeah, he is going to be like Mondstadt DPS character and not with a new mechanic, which make no sense to go for him, if you ask me. Also, I heard that when it comes to tier list, Varka is going to be in a third tier list. You know, like, first one is going to be Colombina, Alice, Durin, something like that. Second one is going to be like maybe who? Just a second. Oh, I forgot about that. Just a second. Let me check that to be more precise. Oh yeah, I have it like in a file. Just a second. Just a second, guys.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrten.
Oh yeah, Nicole, by the way. Durin and Nicole is going to be like second tier list, and third tier list is going to be Varka, you know? So yeah, looks like it's still like early data. It's not confirmed. But looks like Varka is not going to be so like crazy, you know? Even though he is going to be DPS according to the leaks, and also Claymore, as you like, yeah, as you know. They don't leak Varka signature weapon? No, they didn't, but he is going to be Claymore.
Bring light to this world.
And we got that by just like, yeah, you saw that teaser, you know? He holded that Claymore. He is going to be Claymore definitely. But when it comes to, yeah, the damage, the problem is like it's lunar, you know? The only problem is lunar. The point is, the character should be so powerful or so flexible and useful to go for that character without that lunar ability, you know? I don't need like animo DPS so much. I don't like animo DPSs, to be honest. Like I don't have any. Like yeah, I have Chasca. But you can say Chasca is bad DPS, you know, when it comes to like multiple targets. Like yeah, but she's cool when it comes to single target, you know. But she's great within like exploration. For exploration, Chasca is just crazy as hell. I like to use Chasca a lot, and I use Chasca a lot. Alright, so you guys, let me do a couple more rounds and maybe that's it for today, because like yeah, I'm super exhausted about that cold. I feel like he's going to be a like driver and need like Inefa. Oh you mean like I don't think so, Shinora. Yeah, bye bye dreamers. Bye bye dreamers. You mean I don't think so, Shinora, if you ask me. You know why? I think like he's going to be main DPS. And you know why I think that? Because of that weapon. Claymore, he hold it on his hands, you know? Only because of that, I think he's going to be a main DPS. He's not going to be supportive character. And you know, like so far, we don't have so many animo DPS. We have Wanderer, we have Xiao. Wanderer is kind of like Catalyst. Xiao is Claymore. Claymore, my bad. Xiao is Polearm. Chasca is Bow. And we don't have Claymore, you know? So yeah, maybe like yeah.
Everyone hop in! Quick as a flash! On my mark! By royal decree!
Maybe because of that, like I think he's going to be like DPS. Oh yeah, thank you very much, Dreamers. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, let's do like this one, then one more, then like strongbolts. Yeah, like, you know, like farming artifacts when it's like end of the patch, it's actually a nightmare. You know what? Because you cannot get anything at all. I don't know why my luck is so terrible, like at the last week of the patch. It's always like that. But you know what, like Shinora, if you like Varka, just like, yeah, let's say like that, at first place, Varka is definitely not going to be terrible as hell. You know why? Because we don't have like bad characters in Genshin Impact at all. Mostly all of the characters are useful. Mostly all of them. Yes, some of the characters like even more useful than the others, but it's normal, you know. It's normal in the game because yeah, that's why how you compare the characters, you know. That's how you like build the tier list. It's normal. But again, Varka is going to be brand new animo DPS, and he's definitely will be practical and useful. And also, he's actually like kind of like, I don't want to say he is maybe one of the most anticipated characters, but yes, he is definitely like a weighted character, you know? Like players just wait that character for a long time, because according to the lore, he is, if I'm not mistaken, one of the most powerful knight of Favonius in Mondstadt. So yeah, only because of that, go for him is not a bad idea, I would say. But again, keep that in mind, according to the leaks, he is going to be released in 6.5, something like that.
Oz, reveal thyself! Committed to memory, the Temple of Wisdom! Control breathing! Let's move!
Deflect!
one more time, Hoyo add character. Don't feel like Genshin, but not gonna lie, I kinda love this time. Every character looks so fine. Oh, you mean like this teaser? Yes, I agree with you. Not gonna lie, all of the Not Cry characters looks crazy as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Like outfit, and like, okay, something. My god, defense, okay. Oh my god. Alright, so yeah, that's it. That was the last time, that was the last chance to get something, some upgrade for my skirk. It's failed. But yeah, that teaser was crazy, not gonna lie. But you know what's the problem is? They mixed lunar character with like ordinary character. For example, like Durin, Varka, Alice, Nicole. All of these characters are going to be not lunar characters, lunar related characters, you know? So like, just imagine how powerful they're going to be. Like, they need to be so much powerful to like somehow compete with a lunar, you know? So yeah, that's why, if you ask me, I mean, like, for example, Alice, if I'm not mistaken, she's going to be like a S-tier character. Durin is going to be extremely useful. Just keep that in mind. According to the leaks, like, he is going to be like extremely great supportive character. And lore. Every time I feel kinda bored, I read storybook in Genshin. For real? Some of them like really good. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's do like this stuff. Maybe I can get some upgrade for my Furina. Oh my god. It's not for Furina, unfortunately. I will keep it, but it's not for Furina. This one has attack. It's a good attack, I would say. I'm not going to level up anything today, so yeah. This one is a EM. Oh, the Ender one. So yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, okay.
I created.
Really good. So yeah, like it's good. Oh my. But yeah, when it comes to the characters, like yeah, like let's say like that, if you like some characters, then go for them. Because, you know, like if you like Varka, just go for that Varka. But keep that in mind, before Varka, we should get like pretty decent characters. By the way, Columbina will be released before Varka, Durin will be released before Varka, Lightkeeper, Lauma, Flints, Aino. Aino is going to be, we can get like free copy of Aino, like free copy of Aino in 6.0, by the way, because like usually it's like that. One patch is a character, another patch is a weapon. 5.8 is going to be a weapon, so 6.0 is going to be a free character. And looks like, I heard that like according to the leaks, Aino is going to be given for free, at least one copy, and she's actually, as I heard, extremely useful character. Oh, I wish you best of luck on citlali. At least, you know what, if you own 50-50, just give it a try. It's actually not a bad idea. And if you win, it's actually like a win-win situation. You know why? Because yeah, she is cool, not gonna lie. Especially if you have like, again, with citlali, you can use different teams. You can use Arlecchino with citlali, you can use mavuika with citlali, you can use Nuvolet with citlali, you can use like 4 stars with citlali. Citlali is actually a powerful character. Not gonna lie, she's actually so cool. And also, since she can hold Cinder City and TDDs, it's actually increased her value, you know, by a lot. Because TDDs gives you up to 48% attack to the next character, and Cinder City 40% elemental damage bonus. And she can activate that. Yes, it's you need like some specific enemies. Or against some specific enemies it's impossible with citlali, but in general she's okay. I feel like the power creep is not on character too much, I would say. The only thing I feel like it's crazy is the weapon. Yeah, actually that is true. The weapons that only one character can cause has a crazy. That's a problem, you know. That's a problem if you ask me, because at the moment that is true. For example, if you say so, like this stage in Onslaught with a character without signature weapon, it's slightly difficult to like finish diary mode. You need to get that signature weapon, and by the way, signature weapon gives you definitely like pretty good amount of buff. That is true. For example, let's go for Citlali's weapon. You know, Citlali's signature weapon, it's 28% damage bonus or non-stop. It doesn't have a downtime. When you use TDDs, yes, it's a huge amount of downtime. It's some like a little bit like difficult rotation because you need to switch to it's sometimes it's just impossible to do. You know why? Because you lose uptime of your buff, of your artifact set buff, etc., something like that. So yeah, signature weapons like make sense, but again, I wouldn't suggest you to go for signature weapons only because of Stygian, Onslaught, Diary mode. I gave up on Diary mode completely because like it's not, let's say like that, it's not for free to play completely, you know. You need to spend some. Unfortunately, you need to spend some to get weapons and characters. Like without that it's impossible. So basic setup for Citlali is TDDs, induction set for Cinder City. What? The Derga. Why is that the Derga? Why is that? I mean, like, I got it completely, but again, it's TDDs, it's instructor set, or like, let's say like that. Let me show you my build. It depends. You know why? Let's say like that. If you have the character who can hold Cinder City, right? Then give Citlali instructor set. But it still depends on your team. For example, if you play Mavuika and you use xilonen, xilonen is better used with Cinder City, but Citlali with instructor set and TDDs. You see? So for me, Citlali is always on TDDs, but you can actually use like other weapons as well. Don't forget about sacrificial, don't forget about like this one, magic guide, which gives you like elemental mastery. So if you need more powerful shield, you know. But again, I use like TDDs, which is actually more, it gives like 48% attack buff for 10 seconds. Is actually cool. And on top of that, I can get like 120 EM for 8 seconds, which is actually good buff, you know. Especially for Mavuika. My English is bad. No, it's okay. I got it. I just like you were joking, to be honest. So yeah, that's okay. That's completely okay. No. That's instructor. Yes, instructor set. No problem. I thought you were joking about that because like all of the names is completely different in like that's completely okay. So but it depends. You know why? Let's say with Arlecchino, for example, it's better to use.
Wait. Huh?
Maybe like Citlali with
Whatever.
Cinder City, I would say, you know. But again, it depends. You know why? It depends on your rotation, and also it depends on your teammates. For Mavuika, I would say yes. Citlali with instructor set and TDTS is the way. When you have xilonen on your team. If you don't have xilonen though, then yes, use Citlali with Cinder City only. Because yes, Cinder City 40% elemental damage bonus is a huge buff. That buff is better than 120 elemental mastery.
Book learning alone.
And
is
yeah,
not
like
enough
she
to
will be
cultivate
released like in a
intelligence.
couple days, right?
All those scholars in the.
Yeah, it's 20 hours left. And by the way, so yeah, don't forget to
prime
like
examples.
pre-download, because pre-download function is like available now already for like 5.8. So yeah. Would you pull 4 in EFA? About Inefa, you know what? I was thinking about Citlali's weapon, to be honest, but now I decided to skip that weapon. You know why? I wanted to go for Citlali's weapon only because of Stygian Onslaught. You know? But it looks like I will completely give up for Diary Mode. I easily can finish Fearless one, which is actually not so difficult. But when it comes to Diary Mode, yeah, you need some weapons, you know, not only characters, well-builded characters, but weapons. So because of that, maybe yes, I will think about Inefa. But again, it depends, you know why? Because when we are going to be within 5.8, 6.0 beta will be opened, and we will see Lightkeeper, which is Flints, and Lauma's gameplay and damage and usability and mechanics. So yeah, I will like check that, and if the characters are not going to be crazy, then I will go for Inefa, because Inefa is actually true. Inefa has like 100% uptime on her skill, and she's actually not so bad, not so terrible. The problem is her weapon. Most of the damage comes out of that weapon. Not most of the damage, but huge like portion of the damage comes off that weapon, unfortunately, because it's 40% lunar damage. It's a crazy buff. So yeah, I will just like, I will wait maybe for a week or something, then decide. I'm not going, look, at the moment I don't want to go for Inefa. I want to wait for Durin. I want to go for Durin. I want to go for Columbina, definitely. So Durin Columbina is like a #1 priority for me at the moment. And then decide. Like with 40% damn buff, yeah. 40% like that weapon, Inefa's weapon, gives you like, yeah, at the base, the weapon is like this. It's like Staff of Homa, 6.0 attack, 66.2 crit damage, but yeah, it gives you up to 4% lunar damage bonus. It's actually crazy buff. 40% lunar damage bonus, it's a huge buff, you know?
Wait.
It's a huge buff.
Huh? No.
I like a character but became a weapon. I like a character but... Yeah, I mean like, yeah, I agree with you, but you know what? Hoyo just force us to go for weapons as well. That's why, you know, like if you remember guys, so yeah, I mentioned that a couple times, and I suggest you don't go for a weapon unless you like the character. That's it. Just skip the weapons, because like you play with the characters, not the weapons, you know? If you need some additional damage, then yes. If you have some extra primogems, then yes, go for weapons. But if you don't need that damage, you know, just go for the characters. That's it. It's the best way, because they usually give us like free-to-play weapons. Not a bad options, by the way, you know, when it comes to damage. And you can clear Spell Abyss anyway. And Fearless mode, by the way, it's kind of like not so difficult. You know, you can clear it. You know, yes, Diary mode is for like, yeah, for spenders. Diary mode is for spenders. Okay guys, so yeah, this is it for today. I'm sorry for like a little bit short stream. I'm just like, I'm still recovering from that like cold I got recently, you know. So yeah, I want to take some rest, to be honest, and I will be online not tomorrow, because tomorrow is kind of like close to the patch, but like the day after tomorrow, after the new patch released. So I will be online. We can do work and just like pull for character right now, and after getting other new character that only maximum DPS, when having her like pull her, you know, like it's actually not if you ask me, Shinora, like doing like that, it's not a bad idea. But the problem is, you always
been
will
many
short
poorly written
on some
applications
characters
lately.
in that case,
I guess
you know,
I'll
because
just have
like
to reject them
instead of
all.
going for characters, you go for a weapon. So you sacrifice your character for a weapon. That's why I'm not a big fan of that, you know, like yeah, because you know, like let's say as you mentioned, like yeah, they will release so many great characters within Notcry, right? Just imagine, like yeah, and go for a character being free to play, it's impossible. I mean, going for weapons like being free to play, it's impossible. You can go either for characters, for it like different characters, or for weapons.
Wait.
That's it. Oh yeah, like one water is actually like the way. That's true. That is true. Thank you very much, Shinora. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for joining, guys. And but yeah, again, I will be online not
The
tomorrow,
scribe's
but
work
the
is
day
simple,
after tomorrow.
which is exactly
Like, yeah.
why I took the position.
It's like right after the patch. We can do, by the way, as you know, guys, we will get like new map. I will try to like at least open all of the waypoints, etc., something like that, you know, to do some tests. But yeah, we can do the lunar test damage, by the way, together and check how it is. It's actually going to be okay, but keep that in mind. The Inefa's full potential you can open only within 6.0 after releasing new set, because Inefa will get her signature, not Inefa actually, lunar related damage will get signature artifact set in 6.0, you know, so yeah. Take rest. New boss. Look, oh yeah, new boss, yeah, that is true. New boss looks crazy as hell, not gonna lie. But yeah, we'll see, you know why, like, looks like he's going to be slightly difficult if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see. You mean like weekly boss mostly, I assume.
I will make you better.
So yeah. Again, guys, thanks for joining once again, and yes, feel free to join like not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow I will be online. Okay, thanks for joining, guys, and bye bye, guys. Bye bye.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Hannah, I will make you better.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples. Wait. Huh? No.
15, 16.
Whatever.
That's a nice haul.
It's been getting quite busy recently.